Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Are you a-okay? In your neck of the woods? What up? What up? Manners and respect, man. Are your girl, Debbie from Donga Yard. Welcome you all to the Jamaican kitchen. Welcome once more. It is the Jamaican cooking journey. If you're new right on over here, special welcome. Those of you who are there with me from the beginning and you're still here, manners and respect. On today's episode of the Jamaican cooking journey, which you have already seen, we're going to be preparing today for you old-time Jamaican chocolate tea. Yeah, that chocolate tea, but in Jamaica we have to say chocolate. Come on. That chocolate tea is a very serious chocolate tea. It's not like the regular chocolate that says chocolate in the bottle or in the can. That is a serious tea where we sort out your tongue. Let's get rolling for this chocolate tea, Jamaican chocolate tea. You're going to be needing right on over here your pot. And we have right on over here coming to a boil. We have got some Jamaican cinnamon leaves. And I've got some nutmeg mace. That's how my mom would do it. And look here. I don't take no chat from nobody about that one year. I come from St. Mary. And in a St. Mary, that's how the cream of the chocolate tea they used to make. So you got your flame right up there. So with that water and those chocolate leaves, that cinnamon leaf and the nutmeg mace, we are waiting on the water to come to a small boil to pull the flavors, to pull those spices from the cinnamon leaves and from the nutmeg mace. You know, use green nutmeg mace and you know, use green cinnamon leaf for flavor because them not going to take out no flavor, them just going to taste bitter. Right on over here, I've got for you some Jamaican chocolate. These were not made by me. I bought them at the supermarket. Not the ideal shape at all. But them not smelling bad. I can tell you from experience, them not smell tree bad at all. This is a thing where you not walk anywhere and take it up and buy from people, you see? There's a long history of who you get this from, who you buy from, how you deal with it. But I'm not going to be prepared to talk about it today. We'll talk about it probably on a live. Okay? So you might want to go to try to get it. And if somebody is watching this video and knows people that are foreign or you can get it, please help somebody in the comment section by, you know, saying where you got yours to buy. This is not the ideal shape at all, in no form or shape. This is not how it is supposed to be shaped. But let me tell you, if I add the access, if I had the stuff, if I had the expertise, not the expertise, if I could get to go back to St. Mary right now, I would show you how it makes from start to finish. But we can't do that now. But I promise you, those who are subscribed to the Jamaican Debbie strain, I will let you know one day. And yeah, you chat too much, get to the video. You can click off because I'll be talking. I soon come. We are right back. And let's go get our flame down. My cinnamon leaves are turning brown. Look at the water. It's slightly turning a little. You realize it's turning a different color slightly. My nutmeg mace, they are cooking. And when they're, look at me, they are being softened and all of that. We can get our flame down. At this point, this chocolate no need no washing and all of that. I have 6 here. They are really small. So I think I'll be using about probably 5 because this can't make no whole heap of tea. Now I have it in there and I have my flame down. This chocolate is supposed to go through a process that as it reaches the hot water, it starts to dissolve. Let's look. Shoot them up camera, Dad. Look at me here. Daddy look like it, I do that? All right, that's it. It is supposed to start dissolving. Okay? It has started turning the color of the chocolate. We have got 5 in there. We got with cinnamon leaf. We got with nutmeg mace. And we are going to leave it there to continue coming to a boil. On this same heat, no more cover. Because we are going to be occasionally coming to stir it around. These are small. Them can't make no whole heap of tea. So you don't want to go about putting 5 of this in a 10-gallon bucket of water. That is going to be just chocolate water. We are going, let me come right back here. Look at me here. We are going to be stirring around and stirring around until when we can't each, remember we put 5, so we are not supposed to have anything left. It is supposed to be all dissolved, okay? They are still there and them not dissolved. The hot water with that cooking, it will dissolve it. Now the question, Miss Debbie, how long it for cook for? Of course this is a time me know. I could never say to you, I haven't got a clue. Yes, I've got a clue. 20 to 25 minutes. That's what I just said. 20 to 25 minutes. Debbie know this well. Low, constant, lada massy. Aye, then do that one, you're good. The kitchen smell like a Christmas. Look at me here. Constantly scraping around. Not constantly, occasionally. On the medium. And when they are properly dissolved, we will come back to look at the thickness of it. And if we need a little extra water, then we can do just that. And at that point, we are going to add something. We are going to continue to cook with it. Must soon come. Okay, now family, we are back. And look at me here. I want to show you something. And be scraping around. As you go along, you have to scrape. Just like when you're, just treat it as if you're creaming butter and sugar. And as you go around and it comes to the edge with your mixer, you have to stop, use your spatula to scrape around. Look at it. You see the thickness that it's coming with? Yes, it has some body. This tea is not a tea that you must cook and make it look long and not a body. You have got to know how much water to these small chocolates. That's the thing. You got to know how much water to the amount of chocolate. You don't cook it and make it come long water. No, it must have some body. Right on back over here. And it has a lot. And when I tell you a lot, look at me here. It has a lot of sediments. You see it? Everything is being dissolved. It's not fully dissolved as yet. So we're going to scrape around a little more. And look at me here. Realizing now that we can take a little more water. So you add a little more hot water. Maybe about a half of a cup of hot water at that point. And that is why I say to you, do not put this. If you're cooking a big amount for your family, you know you have to have whole heap of chocolate. You got to have a lot of this, okay? To make it strong, to make it thick and rich when you sweeten it with your milk them and something. Let us look back at this now. Still on the almost low, a little less than medium. It's not fully low. So the sediments will be there, right? So you're going to continue cooking. So we're going to give it another few minutes because we'll be adding to this some coconut milk. I'm going to be using the tin coconut milk. But if you're that Jamaica, you know, get yourself down at Coronation Market, get yourself a green coconut. Not bone dry coconut as for rice and peas. Green coconut. Get yourself some green coconut milk for this tea. If you don't have, get yourself a tin of coconut milk. Must soon come. Okay, so I've got me a tin of coconut milk. I've opened it and I'm stirring it to make sure everything is properly mixed. And look here. This is the consistency of the milk you want. You don't want a long water milk I go down there, you know. So I'm going to be pouring half of a tin of in this chocolate tea. Now that I've poured that half tin, wow, I'm going to be dissolving this milk, coconut milk. Look at me here. Look at me here. Daddy, I shoot them up and then see the nice smoothness. Hello, please. How did you St. Mary me come from? We had the chocolate, and I think we still have it. The chocolate factory at Jamaica. It's in St. Mary, a few miles from where I come from. Who can talk to me about this? Must soon come. I am back. One last spice. And you don't put it in too early. Some freshly grated nutmeg. Not a lot. Not do too much in the car. I think they have a whole lot of sediment. If you all know about this tea, You know, even though it's such a beautiful tea, it has a lot of sediment. And me thinking that in long time days that the whole heap of man with the stoppage of water, me think this is have to do about it, you know. What you think about that? Tell me something. Honestly, tell me. Too much sediment. But let's go. Gratering in here. Some freshly grated nutmeg. That's what we're doing right here. And we're doing until we have about almost a quarter or 1/3 of a teaspoon of that. Me soon come. Okay, now family, we are back. And this is finished. I want you to look at the top of it. You see that little oil thing? It's not properly cooling because this thing not easy for cooling, family. But I just left it, turned it off and left it to show you what as, look at this on the top. Yep. I don't know, like this is like a little, you know, and with that oil on the top. And this is how you want it must thick, it must have a thick finish. Because we're going to strain this off right now. And then we're going to be sweetening it. Look at me here. And this looks like it didn't go through the second process. When it goes through, there is another process, but some people might understand, some people might not. There is another process that when it goes through it, the sediments are not as coarse as this one. But let me tell you something about, doesn't matter how much you strain this tea, the nature of it is that it has a lot of, you know, sediment at the bottom. But look at me here, we're through. I put it in a shined pot because I want you to see what it looks like. And if you notice, we have got still sediments there. We're going to be sweetening. I'm going to go now, get this pot all clean because I haven't got smaller pots. They're all big pots. And I'm going to come back now to give it another strain through a finer strainer. And then to show you. It never matter if you use cheesecloth. The nature of it is that it doesn't matter how much you strain it. It's going to have the sediment. That is the nature of it. Must soon come. Look at me here. I've cleaned my pot because I told you I don't have smaller pots. I'll be straining it for a second time. And you don't knock it. You just let it stay there and do its own thing. Don't knock it because you'll be knocking down some of these in there. Just let it stay there and do its own thing. When we return, we'll be sweetening. I'm going to drink some of that tea. I can't tell no lie. A long time I drink the tea. I soon come. Okay, now second straining. And this is what it looks like. And this is what we have here. You see it's a little smooth at the bottom. Yeah. Now it is the time for us to sweeten. You could do this tea with no milk whatsoever. Just your sweetener of choice, like a little sugar, like a honey. I never see nobody sweeten with honey in country. But because what is happening now, I'm sorry, a coffee and honey do you. But it can be had black and it can be had with milk. So look at me here. Me know say me want a little brown sugar in there for extra flavoring. Also, I'll be putting some condensed milk. Use your milk and use your sweetener of choice. Also, I'll be dissolving this, and let me tell you, also to bring this tea to the right taste, to the right perfection, or to the right... Okay, family, we have a little camera problems there, so we're back. I was saying, to bring this tea to the right taste, you must add a little salt. For what I have here, I'm adding this, like about a small fraction of a teaspoon. But you're going to sweeten as you go along, and you're going to taste. So I'm going to finish my sweetening, and I'm going to also taste. And when I return, I'm going to show you how this tea is served. I'll soon come. Okay, now family, we are back. I've finished my final sweetening. I've reheated, and you see the heater come out of it. This is how this tea is served. It must be served piping hot in order for it not to upset your stomach and for you to enjoy it. Also, you need to strain with a finer sieve at this point. So, I'm going to be finished doing this and I'll come back to you. This is how your chocolate must look. for the final straining coming down. Must soon come. From my kitchen to yours. From my Jamaican kitchen to your family table, to your plate, and most of all to your stomach and your Christmas morning table, breakfast table. It is the old time, long time Jamaican chocolate tea. Done from, not from scratch. I just did it because doing it from scratch, I have to show you how to make the chocolate. Now this is the final of when I strained it through this fine strainer. Hello, please. You must have a little broadcast strainer like this. You know I'm just joking. You know, so this will be your final. Preferably a metal. It doesn't matter. Now, be careful. It must be served out. Be careful. It traps heat. It holds the heat. All who know about it, we will talk about it in the comment section. You can pep it up with your whipped cream. Is it whipping cream? Yes, I've at the top there in this cold weather wherever you are. Me know say you know about the Jamaican chocolate. It would do you good. If you know about that and you know a cup of this would do you good right now, leave me something in the comment section. You remember them old time, long time days and you need it to warm you. Okay? Remember to make sure you like this video. Make sure you stay subscribed. And if you're not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Make sure to check in the description box of the video. All our information that you need from us will be there. Debbie from Dongayard. Bless. No stress.